All right, here we go. This one should be a lot of fun. Here I have a JFE Black Madeira knot. This is Madeira Island Black. This one is Craven's Craving. And this one is Figo Preto. So right away, the one thing that I notice, and I always notice, is Madeira Island Black is larger and more full of honey. This one is even, both of these are actually less ripe than the other ones because I picked a bunch of them and gave them away to a friend before I decided to do this. So these are what I had available today. So even less ripe than ideal, they're still full of honey, just more honey than the other ones. So I'm just going to jump right into this. I will be quiet as I chew because I know that's kind of gross. I gotta say, I've had a bunch of these in the last couple of weeks. Flavor-wise, they're all very similar. Very similar. Just spectacular. These are all uncaprified as well. And I can see why this is the king of figs. If you can ripen this variety, whether you have the wasp or you don't, the flavor of that pulp is just spectacular. In hotter climates where there's a lot of sun, the skin can get pretty leathery, I've heard, but man, that pulp, it's just excellent. I was really surprised at the level of flavor that I was getting from these, considering that they were uncaprified. So now let's try Figo Preto. This one ripened a little dry spot at the bottom, which is weird. So I bit that part off and then I ate the rest. I mean, I can't tell the difference in the flavor. They're just awesome. Craven's Craving, this one is ripened better than any of the other ones. So it's a little bit of an unfair comparison, but man, come on. Look at that. Excellent fig. Some of them are a little bit bigger than others, but there also are lots of them that are a lot smaller. So there's just variance between these. The only one that I consistently see is larger is Madeira Island Black. And it's not only larger, it's softer skin and it has more of a honey-filled void. If you can ripen this, any of these, and it's the only fig you have, you're not going to be disappointed with any of these, honestly. And that has become my new criteria for what varieties I'm going to keep. Do I feel that about if this was the only fig I grew, would I be okay? Would I be satisfied? Yeah. This is one of them that's that good. There are very few figs that meet that. And that's my goal, and that's the reason why at the end of this year I will have trialed over 1,000 varieties. My goal was to find the very, very best. The ones that I just can't wait to go out there and try. The ones that every time you take a bite, you're just blown away. I mean, why am I going to grow them if I'm not going to only keep the best? I've culled hundreds and hundreds of varieties, and all of these are worth keeping. All right, now to Madeira Island Black. The texture on this one, the pulp is softer. It's not as dense. Even when they're ripened and very, very soft and wrinkly, it's still not as dense. There's a lot of factors that make me believe that it's different. Keith, the guy who found this, originally thought that it might be the same as Black Madeira, but he has actually since come and has the most experience growing this thing. And he believes it's different. But that said, Harvey is exceptionally experienced, has older trees, probably has this almost as long as anybody else. maybe a slightly little bit behind Keith, and he feels that they're the same. He doesn't see the big differences that in size that I have noticed here. So who knows? All I can say is I don't care. They're spectacular figs, and get one or get the other, it doesn't matter. I personally would probably choose Madeira Island Black just because it is a little bit larger, and I love the soft, gummy texture of the pulp. It's just an excellent fig. Again, these have all been uncaprified, which is amazing to me that it's still that good. Nice berry flavor with all of these, but they're just very sweet. It's not an intense berry flavor. It's a mild to moderate berry flavor, but it's very distinct. It's definitely there. Can't go wrong with any of these figs. JFE BM not. Sounds like there's multiple versions of this. One of them that I had growing from Drew, the version that he sent me, I'm almost certain was LSU Scots Black. But this one came from, oh, I forgot her name. Oh my goodness. Blaze. I can't remember her name. Dang. Anyway, I got hers, and she said she loves it. She has seen differences between this and Black Madeira. My tree is younger, so it's possible that I could see some differences. I do see enough similarities that I would be fine only growing one of these. It wouldn't matter because they're similar enough. This is excellent. The leaf shape of this one is different. It does have more five-lobed and more roughly leaves, but the figs themselves look similar and they taste similar. All right, hope you enjoyed this. Again, I just did the other one with my kids. They're probably more fun than me. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like in the comments. I'm gonna have lots of these coming up, tasting them. I'll have a big Mount Etna comparison coming up with Conde, Crozes, oh boy, Red Lebanese. We're gonna have Norella. We're gonna have Sangue Dolce, all sorts of them. So let me know what you liked, what you'd like to see different, and I'll see you next time.